Oh, let me move that back there.
All right.
Are we live? Is it on? Yep.
Can people see us?
I think so. If they tune in, they can see us.
Oh my gosh, amazing. What, guys? I'm trying to figure out if I look up here, if it looks weird, because we have, just so everyone knows, we have the computer set up and the iPhone set up. We're trying to do like both the YouTube and the iPhone together. But thanks for coming. We got our drinks ready. Right, babe?
Yep, I'm coming. Sorry.
He's getting the lights ready. We got our lights ready. We got the martinis made.
They're not martini. Okay, so they're not technically martinis. They're in a martini glass. They're in like a coupe, but they're Boulevardiers. Ooh. Which,
look at these babies.
If you watch our videos, you know it's kind of my go-to.
Well, tell them what's in a Boulevardier.
Okay, Wes, if you get to see this video, you're gonna know this the best. It's just a Negroni. So it's just Campari and sweet red vermouth and whiskey, but we're using 2 different whiskeys and 2 different vermouths, and it is so good. And we've been aging it.
Aging meaning like we made it last night.
Hey, but you know what? It's old.
It is delicious. I call it his like old Italian man drink. Oh wait, let's see. Oh, I want to be able to see who just joined. Oh, I see because I can't see it.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, bro. That's my sister.
Wait, is there a way
shit,
to?
Shit, I'm spilling. Oh, shit.
Spilling.
Okay, we got to cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Love you.
Drinks. Love y'all. Oh, fuck. That's good.
Oh, my gosh. So good.
Oh, that is very nice.
Babe, can you move the camera up a little? Because I can't see.
Yeah. Sorry.
Peeps. Oh, there it is. Now I can see you guys.
All right, there we go. It's going to be a little higher, but we're all good.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, just so you know, if I'm looking in a weird place, I'm like, we're doing the camera and the computer. This is so great. Hi, Vicky. Cole's drinking 8-month IPA.
8-month-old IPA. Nice. Yeah, who's it by?
Yeah, who else is drinking with us?
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
My big brother Cody just joined.
Can't tell if it's rotten or just gross. Oh no, that's bad. When that
no, it's probably good. That means it's a solid age.
A good one?
Yeah.
Well, let us know how it goes.
All right. So I mean, y'all are here. Like, let's get going. I should probably button my shirt.
Yeah,
this thing is
naked.
like wide open.
He has no shame.
I don't. I'm wearing a shirt. That's a step in the right direction as far as this whole quarantine goes.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, you guys, thank you for being here tonight. We did our first Instagram live with our really good friend Brandon from at New Age Gents. So if you were here,
I don't think you have to say the at.
No?
I don't think so.
Isn't that how you do it?
Cole,
you
know all this stuff. Is it just you would just say like at Cole Walliser? I guess you would say at New Age Gents.
You would do it. Don't listen
You're right.
to him.
Don't listen to me.
And so Brandon popped our cherry. And and then we decided this is what we're going to do now. Every Sunday night, come here. Let's pour the drinks. Let's get together before the new week, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about all the shit.
Except for next week.
Except for next week.
Next week is Easter Sunday. So
yeah, I know a lot of us are going to be, celebrating probably in our homes and but on FaceTime with our families. So I figured let's leave it open for the fam.
Yeah.
And
we'll do it
on Saturday instead. Yeah. But yeah, this is our new time.
Right.
Okay. What do we do? It's optional. Oh my God. Clothing optional. Cool. We'll do that one of the weeks.
I think he meant the at, but I like that clothing is also optional.
I thought that's what you meant.
It's a Saturday night. We're drinking Saturday night before Easter, end of Lent. Clothing optional.
It's Sunday night, actually. It's Palm Sunday tonight. So,
yep.
Next Saturday, clothing optional, or maybe a Mardi Gras.
Who knows?
I don't know.
All right, let's start with a question.
Okay, so wait. First off, okay, we have so many new subscribers, so I want to say thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's so cool to wake up to you guys and know that you want to hear from us, and we appreciate your support so much. I know that it kind of came about in a weird way.
Well, I think a lot of people who have found us recently,
like recently meaning in the last 48 hours.
Like in the last 24 to 48 hours. I worked with Pink on a music video, the pop star Pink, and a bunch of you know that because I am friends with most of the people here.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi. And so I was commenting on something she had posted that was really beautiful. She's donating $1 million, literally $500,000 to 2 different charities, right? And it blew my mind. And Cole has worked with her too and knows, like, she's just an incredible human being. And it's this beautiful thing where she constantly, just unintentionally or otherwise, proves how amazing she is. And I commented on that, and there was a weird comment back that somebody said, and like everybody came to my defense. And I had posted that, you know, hey, there's another channel for this person who was like such a dick.
Well, the comment was about, and some of you found us this way, so you'll think this way. The comment was about that Colt is always naked on his Instagram. Which
I am.
He is. And honestly,
representation of life.
This is the most clothed he's been all day.
I'm wearing pants. Like, look at this. I got a shirt and pants on.
But either way. So I commented back, and a bunch of you probably found me through that. And a lot of you like came to my defense, which was very, very sweet. But yeah. So we just want to say thank you to everybody who is now subscribing up here, down here. We're looking up here a lot. We don't want you to think that we're only looking here, or you to think that we're only looking here. I'm going to split my time.
Yeah. But just thank you guys. New subscribers on YouTube, new subscribers on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Yes, cool. So I'm going to start with a couple questions that we got from some of our subscribers.
Let's do it.
Subscribers today. But if you have questions, or like just want to pick a topic to just discuss in the future, just type it in.
Hannah.
Hey. Hi. Just type it in, and maybe we'll get going. Oh, cool. Okay. First out, I want to do a shout out to Megan Webb, one of our first subscribers. She is amazing and has followed us from the beginning.
Yeah.
And
she watches. She always comments on the videos, and it's been the best thing in the world to like have somebody, you know, that's there, that especially once I figured out that that was actually the person who runs Pink's Addiction account on Instagram. And I was like, oh my gosh, you've been following for like a long time, and you're amazing. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Some of you guys have been following Colt for like day one with Pink, and then with Dirty Dancing, and then with this, like all the things. And now to be here with us, we really appreciate it. But Megan asked a question about, you know, how do you move on from cheating? And
that's what our last, so the most recent video that we did was about, on YouTube, was about cheating and how to get over cheating and how to kind of come back from that and find yourself again and find love again. And so that's what last week's video is about on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a lot, and there's, you know, some honesty, but we talk about some tips and ways that
you talk about something. I mean, it was a video that you did alone, because it means a lot to you to like share.
Yeah, it was definitely something. It's something I've been through. It's something that I had a really hard time with, and that affected me for so long after that. And so yeah, it was something that was important when Megan asked for it, that we made sure that we got to it quick. Hey Tay, and Kelly, and Fabelia. Hi everybody. Delani, what's up?
Wait, I'm reading Delani's question.
Shh, everybody.
Okay, yeah, I'm new to this. What's your advice for
everybody? Stay calm.
Dating and ditches you for her new boyfriend? How do you go about talking to her about it without hurting one's feelings? Oh, that's a really good question.
All right, well, we're gonna open strong, everybody.
Okay, yeah, let's start with that.
Let's just get into that one,
right? And then I'm gonna get to these other ones.
All right, so everybody, I think you can see it on the screen, but if you're on YouTube, you can't see it. Somebody on Instagram asked, what's your advice for when your best friend starts dating and ditches you for her new boyfriend? How do you go about talking to her about it without hurting anyone's feelings?
Honestly, Delani, if this is you or your best friend, either way, this is an amazing question. I've certainly been through this. And I've been through this, my friends saying this to me and me saying this to them, or being hurt about that. And it feels so delicate and emotional, like, especially for, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from like bromances, but like girlfriends and those girl friendships, like that's your life. Right. And then, so especially when I was like in my 20s, I would get like wrapped up, you know, in people sometimes. And it's easy to be like, not answer your phone and not like, you know, be like, oh, I can't hang out tonight. I'm going out again with this guy. I'm going again. And I don't know. I mean, I really appreciated when my friends called me out and were like, hey, we need you still. where are you?
Yeah.
We need you to be present with us too. Like, what's going on? Like, I love you. I miss you. Like, not in a bad way.
I think the thing
it's not
is,
aggressive.
I think
it's just
come into it with love.
Totally.
And I know that sounds like such a cliche, and it is, but it also is true. Like, if you come into it with your honest heart and you're just like, hey, I really miss you. And I know that you're super into this person, but I miss you.
I'm so happy
yeah,
for you.
I'm so happy for you. That's great. I want to hear about it though.
Yeah.
I want to be there. Like, let's go out. Let's fucking go get trashed and like girl talk or
talk about everything.
Boy
like,
talk.
I've had this happen to me, and I've also been, but like, I love to be the third wheel sometimes and be like, tell me everything. Like,
oh my God, what's going on?
What's going on with you two? Like, just push yourself in the middle.
New?
Because your best friends are your family, right? Like, it's okay. And if they're offended for a minute, it's going to pass, but you got to just like rip the Band-Aid off and get back in there. That's your best friend.
Honestly, I think that's the best advice that you can give is just, it's your friend. You started with them for a reason. You got to continue with them for a reason. And it's not always going to be easy, just like a relationship, but you gotta, if you go into it, if you go in hard, if you're coming in hot, it's going to go downhill like really quickly.
Oh yeah, coming nice and smooth.
Yeah.
But
I told my best friend, babe, I love you, and I'm happy you're happy with your new man. But can we have a girls' day soon? Thank you, Valerie. Thank you.
Done. Smart
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's easy. And honestly, don't let it get too out of hand too, because like, when you don't acknowledge something for a long time, 4 months later, you're gonna be fucking pissed.
Oh yeah.
Right. So
you're gonna have built it up into something that it really isn't.
It's not. Yeah, you're
that
right.
is not.
That's so right away,
Hello,
hi,
Tunisia.
miss you. Oh my gosh,
hi.
Tunisia. Oh my gosh, thank you for staying up for us.
And of course, Delaney.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Should I get into this one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so the next one, wait, I need to sit.
Everybody,
joined,
glasses up
hold
to the
it
first
up.
question. Round
Cheers.
1. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. Kampai.
Oh, this is a very good cocktail. If you just joined, tell me what you're drinking.
Yeah, let us know what you're drinking, what you're having.
About.
Even if it's soda water, let us know.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, that is good. Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
No, this is so cool. I'm so happy so many of you are here and hanging. Like, this is the best.
Oh, I love it. I love it. From Spain. Wow.
Spain?
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so M. Louise.
Gin and tonic.
Oh, GNC. Yeah, that's the way to go sometimes. I think gin martinis next week. Okay, M. Louise. She is this badass chick that we just connected. She's one of our subscribers. She's so loyal.
Chardonnay and red. I'm so sorry. I'm interested in people's drinks.
Chardonnay and red. Oh, okay.
My mom's drinking sweet tea, carrot sweet tea. What is that, Mom?
Confused.
What do I put in my martinis? I put in gin. I take the bottle of vermouth and I look at it, and then I put it back down, and then I put an olive in it, and it's beautiful if you get a good gin.
That's true. That's true. Wait, My Beauty. How did you guys meet? We'll talk about that in a second.
We're gonna get to that.
Get to it. Yeah.
No, we're gonna get to it.
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
it's a fun story.
It's a great story.
Okay, back to my friends, M. Louise. Okay, she is first of all in frickin' London. She sent me a message like 3 hours ago, and she said alarm set for 2 a.m. just to tune into this.
Oh my God.
So, girl, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, she DM'd me and she said, I want to ask you guys, what do you do when your friends don't like your partner, and should you have to choose?
Oof.
So the question is, what do you do when your friends don't like your partner, and should you choose?
Well, should you have
to choose between them if they're giving you an ultimatum? But let's first deal with like the first half of the question. So what do you do if your friends and family, let's put them all in the group, don't like your partner? I mean, I've dealt with this. Have you dealt with that?
And my mom's watching. Yep. Yeah, sure did.
I'm sorry.
Didn't I? Michelle's here. Alex.
Michelle.
Oh my God. Hi, guys.
Wow. Okay, wait. Oh, wait.
Right,
These are really great people to have here. Because they know us really well.
They know us really well.
Okay, the question, you guys, was... yeah, Alex. Don't comment, Alex.
Don't comment, please. Buddy.
The question was, what do you do when your friends and family don't like your partner? Well, you can go first because I feel like you...
Okay, so I had a very specific couple of experiences with this, and my mom actually did exactly what we just talked about. I was at the house and she pulled me into the kitchen. The girl I was dating was there at the time, and she just said "What's up, Matt?" Sorry, and she just said Alex. She just said very calmly and quietly, "You are losing yourself. You are not the boy that I know. You are not the man that I know. You are losing yourself to this relationship, and I don't think it's healthy. That's all I'm going to say." And I was so upset. And Greg, hey. And I was so upset at the time because I was like, you don't know. But the truth was, I really was losing myself in that relationship. And for me personally, like, I take the advice of the people that I trust the most, who have known me the longest. Now, that doesn't always go. Not always, but on an overall general thing, if everybody I've ever known and that has ever loved me and has ever like lived for me is telling me like, you're kind of a dick now, like,
or you've changed not in a good way.
Yeah, if you've changed in a negative way, then that.
Yeah, or we don't like the way they treat you. Like I was in a situation for a long time where my friends and family, and it was a toxic, horrible, it was an abusive relationship, and we'll get to that, in times to come. But like everyone was like, you got to get out of this. Like, this guy's an asshole. And then it was like, no, this guy is really an asshole. He's really toxic. He's really ruining your life. He's like, we miss you. Where are you? And I think a lot of us can identify with that. And it's actually really scary. Yes, for us, but it's more scary, I think, for our friends and family, because they're worried that you'll never pull out of that thing, right?
This is the new you.
Right. And so I think you got to kind of weigh it out, and every situation is different. You have to it comes down to being truly honest with yourself, I think, and evaluating, is this relationship truly good for me? And, or is it hurting me? And why are my friends and family saying the things they are about this person? Are they right? Because these are the people that love you the most. And I think this is one of the things that we talk about a lot, which is self-awareness. And I think everything kind of comes back to self-awareness, and we talk about it so much. And what's up, Megan? Megan's here. Shaws are here. Wait, Chrissy used to rent our apartment in LA.
What's up, girl?
Hey, babe, how are you?
I think everything kind of comes back to that self-awareness. Had I been self-aware enough within that relationship that I was in when my mom talked to me, and Shaw's, you're mentioning on here, on YouTube, the Shaw thing, check them out. They've got a beautiful channel. They said, I'm sure that was a very powerful message to hear, especially when it was delivered so calmly from your mom. And they're absolutely right. That was something that for me, I got super defensive, but obviously 15 years later, I still haven't forgotten that. And it was because of the way that she dealt with it, and the way that she dealt with me being so not receptive to that. Had I been more self-aware, I could have looked at that relationship and gone, wow, I really am losing myself. Like, I'm really not the same person. I really am sharper with people. I really am not supporting what I believe for myself. And Megan, this goes to the video that we just made, right? I didn't take enough time in my relationship. It's not always about cheating, but I didn't take enough time in my relationship to ever give myself attention and go, what do I want? What do I believe in? What do I love? And so I would just put it all on that person and be like, whatever you need. If I can make you happy, then I'm good. And that's not enough. No, you got to care about yourself.
And I think it comes down to these people that love you and know you the best in the entire world. They're obviously saying this for a reason, but wouldn't just dismiss it entirely. Now, there are times where, like, if you've had a series of bad relationships and they're worried about you, and I'll be honest, like, and I'm sure that you had friends and family that were worried about me. I know for a fact, because, we met in our early 20s. We were roaring 20s. We were both wild, and I had my friends being like, who is that crazy boy that you are dating? And I was like, he is so hot and funny. And they were like, yes. And
Hey, John.
Be careful. Hi,
John boy.
John. And they were like, be careful, you know, including Nicole Valens, P.S.
Yeah.
But, you know, these are our best friends now, you know, but it's like everyone's just
our maid of honor said, don't date him. He's a mess. Do not date him.
Now they're brother and sister. They're in love.
Yeah, it's the best.
But, you know, they're just worried about you.
She was right. Honestly.
No, but, you know, we all have a lot of growing to do. And I think that the key to this all is keeping an open line of communication. Yes. And if your partner is not willing to keep the open line of communication, then that actually is a problem. I will say that.
Bingo.
Like, you have to be willing to be like, hey, I'm feeling a sort of way. Like my friends or family, they're upset because A, B, and C. You have to be able to be receptive to all of these emotions. You know,
100%.
Relationships are complicated.
Yeah.
But
hi, Gretchen. Sorry, one of our YouTube subscribers, along with Megan Webb, one of our first YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, Meg, you just joined, but we were talking about the video earlier. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah. So, what's up, Nick?
Hi.
That's Nicole Valens.
Yeah, that's my best
That's
friend.
who we were just talking about.
Go follow her. She's a fierce, badass bitch.
It's true.
She is. She's the boss. Okay.
Literally.
Taught me how to do it. Okay.
All right. So we got another. Wait. So second question.
Cheers. Now that we're
cheers,
done.
Everybody.
We should.
It's all like going downhill.
The shot game, you know.
Yeah, I am. I turned this into a shot game immediately.
See who makes it to the end.
It's gonna be my. Sorry.
Ew. Okay.
I love that you guys are talking about this kind of stuff. It's so MMW 0703.
Tell us what your name is so I remember. Also, yes, thank you. And
thanks.
And
that's why we're here.
Yeah,
I'm happy it's helping. Good. Very cool. Oh, somebody just asked, hey, Gretchen. Oh, thanks.
I love Gretchen.
She's the best. Always commenting on the videos. And that way we know if Gretchen wants to see something, we know that she will let us know. Absolutely. And that's the best. So if you're subscribed or if you're following us, know that we read every comment. We care very much about everybody. And there's going to come a time where we won't be able to respond. But right now we can respond to everybody and we want to. So please let us know what you want to see because that's why we're doing this.
Yeah. We so appreciate you being here. Wait, Michelle wants to know what we're drinking. If you just joined, we're drinking Boulevard EA's. Tell Matt. Competition on. Our friend Matt is also
Matt can out bartend me.
Nah, well,
I don't know.
No, you're right. He's very good.
He won Chopped almost.
That's right.
Come on.
Wait. My name is Madison. I'm a huge fan of you guys. Saw you in Orlando. Oh,
you saw Aladdin in Orlando? Orlando were amazing audiences. Yeah. That was crazy. That was the best. And MJS.
Oh my God, we have
Hometown
MJS.
Boy.
Go follow MJS. Man, he is a badass. Okay.
Hold on. So Katrina Barnhill on YouTube asked, "What's your guys' take on long distance relationships?"
Ooh, all right, that's a good one.
Katrina, if you can hold out on that one, we've got a video that's literally in the queue.
It's in the queue. I think for if not
Thursday, a week from Thursday.
Yes.
Because obviously in this kind of time, if you're in a long distance relationship, like this is an important time, and that's something that we have been through quite a bit, especially when I was toying with Pink.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, being in Australia and her being here, or being in London and her being here, like
I was always traveling to see him, or honestly, like the last all of our Aladdin followers and all of our, best friends from Aladdin that were in the show with us, like they know everything that we went through and how difficult it was because Colt was filming the show he was on this close for most of the time that I was doing Aladdin, the tour. If you guys don't know,
Sundance channel. Go watch it.
Yeah,
it's on the Sundance channel.
Awesome,
I think you can get it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's an awesome show. Honestly, it's beautiful. But he was filming that, and then we would have to, always figure out how to go back and forth and flying. So, and we have 2 dogs, little babies.
But we're going to be talking about that. So if Katrina, if you can hold off on that one, we got you. And Candace, speaking of, so Michelle, y'all said y'all lost to Company Management. Company Management is represented here on YouTube. Candace, more booze. Here we go.
Candace, what you drinking? Miss you.
And what's up, Keith? Oh my God, dude.
Keith!
Hey.
Thanks for being here.
What's up, dude?
Oh my gosh, this is fun.
Okay, so let's get into one of these questions.
The next question is, Oh yeah, we already.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm Luis. We already
Are we going
saw
here?
Yep. Should we go here?
I guess.
I like this. Okay.
It's a very topical question.
I can't share who this is from, but I know she's listening. So your ex is texting you during this crazy pandemic that's going on. The relationship ended very badly recently and very badly. And now they're texting you as if they have an excuse because there's a pandemic and emotions are high, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I please? Because there is
he's heated.
All
right, Daddy Colt in the house. You better listen.
Okay, so there's a great lyric. I know it's a song lyric, and so this is not a great way to start answering this question, but there's a great song lyric by Ryan Montblanc where he says, I hear that time heals all things. It sure feels like time kills all things bad about you. Oh,
ain't that the truth?
I mean,
that's the truth.
I mean, though. So what I will say is quarantine cuffing season. Yes, Michelle. Yes. Right? Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Don't, if it ended badly, this goes back to the video that we just did this week. If it ended badly, I think you need to do the first step is you need to look back, and it's very painful and it sucks. It's that awful thing that none of us like to do where we have to look in the one place we don't want to look to move forward eventually in a better way, right? The fact is, though, you have to remember what that was, what that actual thing was. What were the truths of it? Then brutally honest, right? What were the goods, but what were the bads? What did they do wrong? What did they do right? And really weigh that out because it ended for a reason. And I think you should, once you can know what those reasons are and really accept them again now, then you can accept that and move forward.
But I'll say, and not, in your defense, but like we've all been in those shoes, right? Because like, especially when something traumatic happens to you or to the world. I mean, I remember, when I hate to say it, 9/11 happened, anyone in New York City that you were attached to, you reached out and your heart was bleeding for them. And so I need to say, like, it's not that I love you. And, it's not to say that you don't love that person still to an extent. And honestly, go watch that video. Thank you. Next, about like loving your exes, because these people were in your life for a reason, right? Yeah. We wish them nothing bad because they taught you all these lessons, right? Yeah. And hopefully you will get to a place after the breakup that you can appreciate them and respect them from a distance, right? We send them love from a distance.
We let them go.
We let them go.
That stuff is not our stuff anymore.
And just because you also have to come to, I think, a point that it took me a long time to learn how to do this, to be able to say, I love you from a distance. I'm sending you love and light, but I don't have to respond. I don't have to respond to your text. And I'm not a bad person if I don't respond to your text because honestly, they might just genuinely be worried about you and missing you. And then sometimes that can spark not honest emotions as far as your like love life goes, but they genuinely care about you. Fine. Thank you for thinking of me. Nothing is going to move forward just because we are all in the state of panic.
We're all in pain.
Right. And we're all
looking for some kind of comfort.
Exactly.
Which is, like, let's all just be honest.
It's human. That's human, How
let's
many
just call
times
it what it
have
is.
we reached out to our exes when we're in pain or, something?
Yeah, or when we're lonely, which is a form of pain.
Of course.
And acknowledging that, I think, is important. So if that's what, your truth is, then I would say just, what she said.
Yeah, I got you, girl. Yeah, totally.
What's up, Jeff? Jeff Joss.
Hey, Jeff Joss.
What's up, buddy?
Congrats on your new job, babe.
Hey.
Okay. Wait, so did we answer that fully for her?
Are we doing the shot?
Oh, we're doing the shot. Okay.
Everybody.
Just if you've just joined, every time we answer the question, we do a salute. Thank you for being here.
Kampai.
Oh my God, we're so lucky. People are still hanging in.
So thankful. Thanks for being here.
Did we answer her question?
Valerie, this question definitely reminded me of that video. Exactly, right? It's the same.
Yeah, we're on the same
page. I'm with you. Hello from Spain. Hi,
Man,
new classic.
People are staying up late for us or waking up early. And
Y'all,
we
thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much. This is the best.
Don't start your day with tequila.
No.
If you're just waking up, or start your day with tequila.
Like, I'm not here to tell you what to do.
You know. Okay. What's the next question? Oh,
thanks, Madison.
Okay, the next question on the list is
thanks, Rihanna.
Taking your relationship from the talky, flirty friendship phase to the next romantic level.
Ooh.
Right? And this question, I'm going to preface this with, on top of that, these people are doing it like long distance. So they've met, they've hung out.
Yes, Debbie. They're an X for a reason. Sorry, last question.
Yes, they're an X for a reason. Exactly. And you can't let.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
We agree. No. Okay, so this question, is how do you take your relationship from that flirty, talky, texty, over the phone phase to the next level?
How do you take the leap of faith?
Right. And this person specifically is doing this semi-long distance. Sometimes they like hang out in person. I don't really know the exact details of it all. And sometimes
not right now.
Not right now. And sometimes they're not doing it right now. And sometimes, but for the majority of the time they're far apart. But regardless, this is a question or a topic that comes up a lot. Like, are we just friends, or are they really into me? And what, like, how will I make it escalate, and will it escalate?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have thoughts on this?
I'll be honest with this one. I think it just kind of comes down to like, I wish I had a larger vocabulary, so it didn't sound so vulgar. Mom, if you're still here, close your ears. I think it's just kind of like how big are your balls? Like balls to the wall. Like you just gotta throw it out there, because this is the thing about so much in relationships. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's, right? There's no right or wrong way. And I think it kind of just comes down to you want this person, right? That's your jam. You're interested in this person. If you're vibing like that, then
I think you gotta at least speak your truth. And I think that I
think that's a better way to say it. Speak your truth. That's what I meant. Speak your truth.
The long and the short is speak your truth. But honestly, also, you kind of have to be, again, it comes back to self-awareness, right? So you have to be entirely honest with yourself. Is this person just playing me? I'm sure there's a better.
No, that's the best way to say it.
No, what's the, we did the millennial lingo episode, because I'm really bad at these terms. If someone's keeps texting you.
They're breadcrumbing you.
Breadcrumbing. That's the term. Okay, girl, you're way younger than me. I know you are, and you probably know that term. So is he breadcrumbing you?
Yeah.
Or do you really feel in your heart like he's into you and he's just scared, right? Is he just I don't know how to make the moves? And honestly, I think that is a thing, for the generation even below us. Mm-hmm. You guys got to grow a pair, okay? You can take it from your Auntie Ange. Grow a freaking pair of balls here, right? Come on, speak your truth. You got it. You got friends. You got us. Speak your truth. Figure it out. You got it. And so even if it's just hey, what are you feeling about this? Where do you see us in, in a couple months?
Call him out.
Do you see me romantically? Call him out, call her out, whatever. I don't know the situation, but I don't see anything wrong with that. I got to a point when, before I met you, that I was just I'm just going to be forward, because I have no time to waste. I used to be very forward. It kind of scared him a little bit.
Oh, it scared the shit.
No need for that if you're just truthful, right? And sometimes you'll hurt people if you're truthful, but you'll save them a lot of hurt in the long run, right? Yep. And so when I met you, I was just very upfront, what is this? What are you feeling? Do you see us together? I'm very into you. You're very attractive.
I know that you want. I know that you're into me.
Yeah.
I know that you're into me. I didn't say it. I'm just saying she was
for another time.
Our first date. She was like, "Look, it wasn't. We weren't even dating.
We weren't dating."
And she was
I was dating someone else.
She was dating someone else.
We had coffee. Because I had to call him out, because I was attracted to him. And before this went further into some emotional cheating situation,
which I wouldn't
it was
let
already
happen anyway.
Diving into this, you know
Not
what
with me. Emotionally. Emotionally cheating.
Emotionally.
I
I'm
was
saying.
emotionally
You know what I'm talking about, you
head over
guys.
heels
When you're
for you.
emotionally cheating on someone, when you are with somebody else and you
God.
find your heart being tugged by something else, you have to evaluate, is it because A, this is new and exciting, or B, I really truly am attracted to this person, like, and who they are. And I truly in my heart believed that was happening, but I had to make sure, like, before I make any rash decisions, like I needed to know everything going on in his brain. Point is, be bold, tell the truth,
Bold, be brave,
ask for the truth. That's what we all deserve, right?
Oh no, I missed it. Can I go back?
Yeah, can you go back?
Oh, I can. Okay,
can.
cool. That's awesome. So you can swipe on Instagram Live. If any of you are doing an Instagram Live in the future, you can swipe down the comments so you don't miss anything. Because JKim93 asked,
I have a question.
After having a really bad breakup, how do you gain that trust back for a future relationship? I'm not going to get into it only because our last video about cheating is literally exactly that.
It's exactly
we
that.
literally cover exactly that.
So one of our first subscribers, Megan Webb, she basically asked the same question. And yeah, Colt did a beautiful job and a beautiful episode by himself this last week, talking about just how to move forward from being cheated on, and how to heal your heart and move on beautifully.
Yeah, and it's not just being cheated on. Sometimes, and I talk about this at the end of the video, like, what we associate with the ways to get past being cheated on specifically are really the ways to get past like a bad breakup, or if someone, you love fell in love with somebody else that you love, or your best friend, or you know what I mean? Like all of those things, it's very similar, the process in my mind, or in our experience, how to get over that. So yeah, just check out that video and you will be totally covered. And if not, next Saturday when we do this, come back, ask it again, let me know what I didn't answer, and we'll get there. Oh,
this is very cool.
This is awesome.
We're like the lamest people as far as social media.
I know, we're like looking at
for all of our best friends that are like all tuned in on here, know that I just learned how to make freaking stories on Instagram like 6 weeks ago, and they've all like helped me through the process, and they have laughed at me for years.
How about those DMs? What are you doing?
Who said about those DMs? Who said that to me?
Not me.
You said that to me.
I'm asking, like, what do you do with the?
You slide right through to those.
You don't slide through. You slide into the DMs.
In through, it doesn't matter. Go check out our quiz. Wait, new classic. What is your secret to keep the magic in a relationship after a long time? People are asking these amazing questions, and I love this. Okay.
Should we talk about first, before we get to that new classic? Should we talk about how we got together?
We should, but I'm going to answer this quick question in case you sign off.
Cool.
I want you to know that we did a video about this, and we called it, look it up on our YouTube channel if you guys haven't subscribed already. Part
Keeping
of Love.
The magic?
Yeah, what did we call it? Keep it sexy? Keeping it sexy?
No, keeping it sexy is,
keeping it sexy.
There's two technically, because there's one that's about keeping the magic that's more like vlog style, but keeping it sexy is about how to keep that magic in the relationship.
Yeah, especially in long-term relationships, because obviously that is something we all wonder about, maybe struggle with.
Spoiler alert, if you're pooping, she will still come in the bathroom. It doesn't matter. I'm just giving you a heads up. If you're ever pooping, she will burst into the bathroom.
I admit this in the video, and I take full credit for it. I am bad with boundaries, right? And it's wonderful to be comfortable together. I love to be like, everyone knows that, like, if I love you, I have to be like, I want to be like,
awesome.
But
sold me.
But at a certain point, that's very unhealthy. Like, if your person is taking a shit, try and I'm so happy you're comfortable, and I love to be comfortable like that. But I had to realize it's not sexy. Like, at a certain point, you have to get up and wipe and do the things. And like, that's not sexy anymore. Especially, you go 10 years in with us, and it's like, come on, close the door.
I seen you wipe.
And he's like, close the door.
Stop watching me do it now. I want you to forget that visual.
So yes, please watch that video.
That'll answer your question. The video will answer all of those questions. Are there? Oh my God, there's so many new ones.
There's so many.
All right,
you guys are awesome.
John, yes, that's the face I expected you to make. You got. Oh, thank you. All right, So, you know what? Let's go to YouTube for just a second. We got a couple of questions up here.
We're going up and down. We'll figure out a better way to do this, guys.
Yes, Valerie, 1, 2, 3 rule in keeping it sexy. I think of the videos we're talking about. And yes, you are correct. Thank you, Valerie. Sabrina said how to maintain a nice sex life even if you were together for a long time.
I think that goes along.
That goes along with that. It's that exact video, but we will be getting more into detail with that in future videos.
We're just, cracking the show.
We're starting to chip away. We don't want to jump right into that because there's a lot of things we got to talk about before then. However, not true, Renee. We'll get there. And there's a lot to talk about. So, all right, Shaz, not sure if you're taking questions, but if you have time, can you tell us a bit about how you survived your first year of marriage? Me and my wife, Sarah, are a young married couple living in LA.
Oh, man, you guys. Wow.
Wait.
Shaw thing. Okay, we have to do. I'm gonna message you guys this week.
We're gonna have to do something together.
And if I forget, please DM me. They're so cute. This couple in LA. They have their own. Is it a blog? Channel. Yeah. That's what we call it. Sorry.
Channel page, profile, Twitter handle. What do we do?
They're so cute. Either way, that kills me because that reminds me of you and I. So our first year of marriage we spent in Los Angeles, and I don't know if we want to get into that tonight. I think we won't
get into the heavy details for us specifically.
It's definitely a video we want to make.
If I could throw in a little something, Shaz, our first year of marriage was specifically hard because I was just coming off of the Pink Tour, and I had made some big life decisions without consulting her. I just kind of like announced, "Hey, this is what I think we should be doing now."
And consulted me, and I learned a lot of lessons that year. Those couple years. And I learned about speaking your truth again. And I look back at that little girl, who is not a little girl, but you know what I mean? You're a little girl. And I wish that I told her to like stand her ground. But
eventually we did, and we came to that kind of like boiling point, and we fought for each other instead of with each other. So what I would say is the keys to being married for your first year.
It's hard. It's hard no matter what, I think, because for some reason, even if nothing was to change, I think it would be hard because for some reason, subconsciously, we all have it programmed in our heads that's what I was exactly, that we have to become perfect.
There's nothing different.
The stakes are higher. We have to accomplish everything together to show the world that we're married for a reason.
Nothing's different.
Nothing's different.
Nothing's different. You file your taxes differently. Maybe. That's
you might
honestly
change your last name. You might not. But the point is like nothing changes. And I wish that but it's okay. It's good. We learned from it. But had we just stayed grounded and stayed truthful to ourselves and kept the communication truly open and grounded, we would have been okay.
If you follow us for a long time in the foreseeable future, you're going to hear a lot of this exact thing, which is stay truthful, stay honest, stay true to who you are. And that doesn't mean be stubborn with the things that you think about yourself. It's the things that you feel in your like soul, and whether you believe in a soul or not, like that thing that you feel in the unexplainable, non-physical part of yourself, like mind versus brain kind of stuff, like that thing that you can't explain, that you believe about yourself, stay true to that. Had I done that, then and I'm not taking all the blame, but I am taking all the blame. There was a lot of stuff that had I been more true to myself and to our relationship, I think that we could have gone further quicker. And I'm super happy that we are exactly where we are, but you know what I mean.
I do. And once they truly find out this story, though, I'm going to say this. Had we not struggled, and I mean...
That's true. Yeah, I did us a favor.
Struggling on the bathroom floor like Anna and Elsa crying between the door kind of struggle.
Yeah.
Had we not hit rock bottom, we wouldn't be this strong together. We wouldn't be this strong.
Yeah.
And so I think part of the success of a marriage, a relationship, whatever, early on is that flexibility. It's hearing each other. It's communicating and listening, because that trust is only built every time you share a little bit, the bridge gets stronger, right? And the bridge comes together. But you have to be flexible.
I think it's also important. And this does not, I don't think, just by, you know, watching your content and listening to how you guys talk about each other. I think that I think there's a lot of couples, not most, I shouldn't say that. I think there's a lot of couples that get married out of that same pressure of being happy when you get married. Like there's a lot of societal pressure that we all kind of have to fucking accept. Like there is pressure to go through certain steps in life, right? And there's less pressure now because things are growing and changing. But the truth is, you don't have to get married. No. You don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to have kids at a certain time. You don't have to do anything other than what is right for you and your soul. So absolutely. I think a lot of people get into that place and they don't realize that, like, I remember, and Mom, I talked to you about this when I was very, very young. I remember all I wanted as a kid was to find the love of my life. I was obsessed with finding real, true love. And I sought that out. And that was something that I sought out in a lot of different ways. And they were not always great. They were not always successful. I think
we're same.
Yeah. But like, we both wanted that. And so there was no point once we got married, no matter how dark it went, that I wasn't more willing to fight for her than I was, and for us, than for whatever thing that I knew wasn't really me. Yeah. So it was very clear to me very early on.
You got to get rid of the ego.
Yeah.
Right. It's
like once we talked about it, literally that night, I was like, cool. Okay. I'm going to fix that. And we did. And then everything started moving up, and the universe or God or whatever you do or don't believe in was immediately like, and everything's been awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for asking that question, though, yes. You guys. It's awesome. We'll get back to everybody else. I need a drink.
Okay, that's not technically a question, but like,
that's not a question. If you guys just joined, thank you for being here.
Every question, we have a drink.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud. Kampai. I'm gonna keep saying it. All right, we're gonna pop down. Actually, we did YouTube last, so we're gonna pop up to Instagram.
Okay.
My hubs and I are together 19 years and married 16, and we are guilty of not always having bathroom boundaries. Debbie Gonzalez, 626.
Debbie, no.
I know.
Debbie, you know Debbie? Deb, thanks for being here tonight, girl. You're a dream, you're a doll. And oh my God, well, I guess we all struggle with that, right?
Please don't give her an excuse to keep coming in the bathroom.
Sometimes
it's like she has a timer. It's like if I'm sitting there, she doesn't necessarily come in. It's when I go to the toilet paper, it's like she hears it and she's like, hey, what's up, dude?
No, sometimes you have to talk about an urgent issue. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be better.
Sometimes I have a more urgent issue.
Sometimes I whisper through the door. You know?
No, you don't. You whisper through the door from the inside.
I've also tried to text you.
She has. That's a new thing. That's new. All right. Somebody watched our EI2311 watched your lingo quiz. Have you guys heard of peacocking?
Peacocking.
I haven't, and for some reason, I have a feeling that I shouldn't have said that out loud.
You know, maybe we'll get to that next week.
I'm gonna come down. We're gonna do another lingo quiz soon. NAF boy, totally understand. Thanks for going into a little detail. Drop us a message. Maybe we can do a video collab on the topic. Shopping. Oh, what's up, Nathan and Sarah? Oh, okay, cool.
That's where you guys are. Okay, cool.
NAF boy is Nathan and Sarah from Shopping. All right. Hello, everybody. So we're like very, very old people who don't understand technology. We're like
going into this camera.
Does the thing hold on? How's it go?
Oh my God.
Madison, thank you so much for dropping in.
God. Hey, Finley.
Nick, what's that amazing cocktail? Okay, Nicole Valens, our maid of honor.
Where you been? We're making Boulevardiers.
Boulevardiers. All right, so it's 2 kinds of whiskey. It's 2 kinds of vermouth, and it's Campari, because there's no other kind of Campari. And why would there be? Campari's perfect. Drink it if you.
He's obsessed.
I love
old,
Campari.
Like Italian,
Greek old Italian man. Take me to a bocce ball court. Give me some Campari.
Oh, he's so.
A little vermouth and some whiskey, and
P.S. I'm gonna need a refill soon if we keep talking
On
about
it.
friends.
Should we do wine or can I make another round?
Anne-Marie Loisel Fontaine. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Anne-Marie and our two other friends, Kim and Amanda, were best friends from how long? The third grade to we were best friends, yes, but from the third grade,
Shit.
I don't know. But we buried the time capsule in my parents' yard. The whole thing. We used to be very, very close, and we all kind of moved to different places. But Emery has a beautiful baby and a husband, and we got to catch up now that my life is a little calmer. But I'm so happy she's here.
There's a little glass.
Second to fifth grade, yes, done. I hope you have your cocktail and the baby's sleeping. And cheers. Torrance, I'm so glad you're here.
We got another question.
Finley, I'm so sorry. I'm saying hi to all our friends. Finley
Hansard?
Yes.
Wait, it's not Finley Hansard anymore, though.
It's not. It's Finley. What's your last name, babe? Is it Balance? No, it's not Balance. Finley. Okay. Finley says, though, a good question, a friend of ours. How can we keep things spicy and new during this time of quarantine? Ooh. Oh, Finley, that's a good question. Okay. So honestly, it's not really for Colt and I, because we're such homebodies and everyone that knows us, we're kind of lame.
I'm not gonna lie, it's unfortunately not too different.
It's very similar. It kind of gives us an excuse to stay in more. But honestly, we love staying in. And how do you keep it spicy? I mean, this is what we do every night. And I'm not going to give too much away because next week's episode is going to be a quarantine episode, and it's going to be about kind of just how we're all coping with this and just some tips that we have on how to pass the time during quarantine.
Best way to say it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to give away too much. But if you guys know us, and you will soon if you don't, this is what we do every night. No matter what the day is, whether it's quarantine or out in the real world, we wrap up every night just like this. And so we pick a time to call it quits, and we, take a little time to be with the girls, which are our dogs. I'm going to show them to you in a second. And we just make a cocktail. And once Colt's ready making the cocktail, we just do a little toast and we cheers the day and all of the goodness and blessings that came to us from the day. And that's Missy. That's my Missy bear. Maya's sleeping. But yeah, and this is how we wrap up the day. And then we start making dinner, or we, whatever it is we do. But we love our together time so much. And I think that's the most important time. And honestly, we haven't reached this. And so, I don't know. I'm going to come to you for the answers there. We're just trying to occupy Missy and Maya during this all. But
I think honestly, it kind of goes back, Finley, to that same kind of thing that we were talking about in our Keeping It Sexy video. I think that it comes down to, and some of the stuff that we're going to talk about in the new one is in kind of expansion pack on that. But I think it has a lot to do with finding time for each other
and making
separately.
time.
You got to make that time.
Gretchen and I were talking about this last week. We were she was I have to remind myself I won't find the time, but I will force myself to make the time.
Yeah,
exactly.
I get that.
And you both deserve that, I mean, that's the first step in obviously keeping it spicy. And the second thing is, and I'm fully guilty of this, you guys, because if we weren't doing this tonight, I wouldn't have showered. But I showered for you and then dressed up.
Not super dressed up. I'm not wearing shoes, but
do a date night, make a special dinner, whatever it is, even if it's just DiGiorno, whatever. Make a date night, watch a movie, and
do something for you. Stay up late. You don't have to be at work.
You don't have to be at work, stay up late, he said. I don't know. Do something special for each other. Finn, sometimes with the baby, it gets hard to be alone. Oh, we love you too. I can't imagine, honestly. I mean, you guys, the parents out there now that are trying to deal with this and work at home, some of you, oh my gosh. I don't know how you're doing it. One of my best friends, Nikki, she was I have the worst headache. She's balancing everything with the kids, and then they're working at home and all the things. It's hard. I can't imagine. And so props to you.
Kristen's an ER doctor.
Jake and Kirsten, that's right.
Who also have a 1-year-old?
I think a 1-year-old. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine.
I can only imagine.
Kristen's
he's in the Air Force.
They're superhero.
That whole family is absolutely insane. But
I can't imagine. So you guys, I mean, with full families trying to keep the spice.
And honestly, like Finley, like shoot us a DM or email me. I'm sure you still have my email. Like hit us up and like let us know how your specific questions so we can address specific problems because we don't and
give us input. Like we don't have that perspective yet, you know.
And we would love to know that. And like
I literally struggle and feel guilty that the girls are not occupied like during the day. Do you know what I mean? We like double tap. I don't know how you do it with a living human being that you make.
On a 2-hour walk today.
I know, right? There's only so many walks.
But I couldn't not pick her up.
Right. Oh, my bear.
Yeah.
Debbie Gonzalez. Debbie, you're so sweet.
She's faking it. Her eyes are open.
Yeah, my bear.
All right, so we got another question. What's going on?
We have. Do we have one more question? I'm bad at this without you, babe. I don't know how to find the questions.
So scroll down.
Oh, wait, no. Valerie said, "How do you balance a relationship while on tour?" Valerie, she's killing.
You know what? Hold on. That one's though. I think going to be a part of the long distance relationship one that's coming out not this Thursday, but a week from Thursday.
You're totally right. Right.
So Val, if you can hang on for that one. Give an overview because then we got to do. I'll give an overview.
But you know what's interesting about that question, specifically just about our lives. If you guys have followed us in the past or follow Colt, you know that our life is like kind of crazy a little bit.
Do you mean tour together or tour separately?
I don't know what she means, but like as far as oh, thank you. Wait, I'm gonna have to check this one. As far as like being a performing artist and traveling, like I think half of our friends on this chat right now are in it with us. It's hard. It's hard, especially to be on a tour in whatever capacity you're on, because you're literally moving your life every city you go. And yes, we're like so blessed that we've been on like beautiful tours and worked for companies that treat us very well. Yeah. That said, it's still hard. Like, and a lot of us, you make a life. It's not just like a fun hobby. Like this is our life. We all have kids and dogs and are moving everything we own every single city. So it is hard. But we'll include that in the long distance video. Honey,
we got a YouTube comment.
Oh, we got a YouTube comment. Do we have you? Oh, I'm bad at this. I never thought
You're nailing it. You're killing it.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
Oh, Megan. Megan has a brilliant comment. You ready for this one, you guys?
Hit me.
Wait, you better pour that quick because we need to do a cheers. Sure. Megan Webb, one of our first subscribers, she just said, "What can a couple do if his family wants them to get married, but she doesn't want to get married?" Megan.
Oh. Okay.
She knows what's up.
I have that experience, but the opposite.
Oh. Is that you talking about me?
No.
Oh, what are you talking about?
What? No.
What are you talking about? Wait, I have to reread the question.
If the other person's family wants you to get married. I was dating somebody.
You're being pressured to get married.
So I was dating somebody whose family, and Mom, I'm assuming
you're still here. Come closer to the camera.
The Woodford, so we used Woodford Reserve Double Oaked in this one, and I'm not going to lie.
Let me take her. I miss her.
Okay, take her.
Let me take her. Wait, you got to come over.
I'm coming. Hold on, everybody. I'm coming.
Okay. I know exactly what this story is. And if you just joined, it is, it says, we have a cutoff time.
We have a cutoff time?
Yes.
Where?
It says Instagram? On Instagram. We only have 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Do you guys want to stay or do you want to wrap it up for the night? Let us know if you want to wrap it up.
We're going to keep it going on YouTube.
We'll keep it going on YouTube. And if you want to wrap it up, we'll just like rejoin, and repeat the question.
Yeah. If it cuts us off, we only got 1 minute left.
Yes. Megan Webb just asked, someone is feeling the pressure to get married.
I was in this situation, and mom, if you're still here, you probably remember this situation too. I was in a situation where someone's family was pressuring me to pop the question. And that is not for them to decide. It doesn't matter if, in my opinion.
No.
And in my opinion, no matter what, no matter how close you are to your family, you are your person. Absolutely. You are yourself. You and your person will eventually have to make your own family. I'm sorry, I'm watching the IG clock countdown. Oh. But the truth is,
we love you. If we'll see you next week if we lose you. But
the truth is you are your own person. You are your own relationship. And eventually you're going to have to be your own family. So you have to make decisions for yourself. 3, 2, 1. We'll come back in a second. 94 viewers. Wow. Okay. Shared a story. Hold on just a second, YouTube. I'm so sorry. We've got so many that we missed. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. You think? How do we go live?
Megan said it's like watching my mom on her tablet.
Man, I'm offended.
It's so true.
It is true. I'm sorry.
Nope, not sexy. Can you tell my hubby? Okay, Candace, we got you.
Do you want to start the Instagram again?
Oh, sorry. I'm starting another Instagram live.
Just look at Missy.
Following it up.
Oh.
All
okay,
right,
we're live.
not live.
We're back.
We're gonna cut it off in the next like 5 minutes ish.
Promise.
Promise ish. It's a whole thing. Okay, so let's go to YouTube as everybody's coming back in. Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Wolf Chase.
Welcome back, you guys.
Delani. Okay. When my husband and I were dating, I literally said, "Do you want to be with me or not? Don't beat around the bush." He liked that I was forward about it. Thank you, Gretchen.
Yes.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I've got to say. So first off, we answered a question. And that means we get a cheers. All right, ready? It's a little harsh, that double oaked Woodford Reserve is.
Is it harsh?
Yeah, for me.
Oh, I like it though. The oak really comes through. It's nice.
It's super oaky.
I like it.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming back. Rosie! I'm so sorry.
Rosie's
here. Okay, so look at it. Look at it. Flip it. Flip it.
I did a post today.
Do the flip.
I don't have no flip left. Okay.
So Rosie, it's still sorry. Rosie's the person who cuts Angie's hair. It's the only person in the world that's allowed to cut Angie's hair.
First of all, New York City is our life, and that is our first home. And when New York City opens back up again and heals, y'all better go see Rosie
De Silva
at XYZ Spiral down in the Village. She is one of the original Diva Sean stylists, and she is brilliant.
Oh,
she is
a
genius. Goddess, and she is so wonderful. Please go see her. She will take 3 hours to cut each strand of hair on your head.
And it's the most incredible thing that
he goes also.
I went.
He went when he had long
hair. I went when
hair.
I had long hair. I cut it myself now, and Rosie, how terrible did I do?
Rosie gets really mad at me because sometimes, because I'm always on the road or I'm doing different shows, I can't always see Rosie, but I don't trust anyone else to touch my curls. And so I go in there by myself sometimes with the scissors and pretend that I'm Rosie, and she gets very upset with me.
She really does.
Because then she has to fix it all.
Rosie, I tried to stop her.
So that's what today is about.
Hello from Portugal. Hi.
Rosie.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Rosie, I'm going to grow my hair out literally just to come see you because it's the best experience. I literally, the last time I went, brought 2 of my friends just to hang out for the whole time. And then
it's so relaxing.
I fell asleep like a bunch of times.
She has this angelic voice. She's a Brazilian, and she just talks to you sweetly the whole time.
Yeah. Also, she does Brazilian jiu-jitsu, so don't fuck with her.
Yeah, don't fuck with her. Okay, if you just got here, raise your glass.
See, Nicole Valance knows.
Oh, yes.
All right, here we go. Everybody, raise your glass. Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud. And kampai.
Jeez Louise. You are so weird.
Y'all, we answered all of the questions I think that we got to.
Weren't we?
Thank you. Candace, whiskey tonight. If you keep texting more booze, I love you so much.
No, Megan asked, did we fully answer Megan's question about being pressured to get married? Because
shit, did we go off topic?
I think we went off topic.
Probably because let's we've been taking shots every time we had. One of our first
subscribers, Megan Webb, she said, what if this person's family is pressuring you guys to get married?
No,
absolutely not.
The easy answer to that is absolutely not.
Not unless it's right for both of you, and you need to be honest and truthful about what is best for the both of you and why you don't feel comfortable about marriage. And
if you do want to get married, cool,
great,
then get married. But if you don't, fuck that.
It's not right for everyone. That doesn't mean you're more madly in love. It just means that commitment is right for you, or that type of commitment is right for you. It's just it's a thing, I'll
have a drink for you. 2, 3, 1, 1. It's 2 a.m. here, so you'll have to have a drink for me.
That's M. Okay, we love you. Please go to bed, babe. I don't know if you gotta go to work tomorrow or do homework tomorrow. Like, thank you for being here. We love you.
Vinny App asked, "Do you want kids?"
Oh yeah,
yeah, I really do. She's gonna be an incredible mom.
If we're lucky enough to have our own child, amazing. If we end up adopting a child, yeah,
she's gonna be an incredible mom, and I can't wait. No matter how it happens, I cannot wait to watch it.
I can't wait to watch it. I mean, it's, you know what I'll say though, it's for all of our dog people and a lot of our like best friends that have kids now, they started with their dogs, you know, it's like, it's your heart is like so fulfilled, but I can't wait to like add that extra special child to our family, you know. Ooh, Missy Bear. If you guys just joined, this is Missy Bear.
This is Missy.
Missy Lou Prattis. She's
an asshole.
She's perfect.
Giant, perfect.
She's 13 and a half years old and she runs faster than I ever could. She's amazing.
Thank you, Michelle.
Auntie Michelle
and Matt. Y'all are the best. All right. Do you guys get along with each other's parents? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm very fortunate that I'm only speaking for myself. Like I love my in-laws. We're in their house right now. Their vacation home. They were kind enough to
let us come here.
Obviously offer it up to us because of everything that was happening. And I don't know if you all know this, but we were both on the Aladdin tour, the Disney Aladdin Broadway show. It's the first national tour. She was on it since it began 3 years ago. I joined 1 year ago. And when we were in Austin, and Michelle, Matt, y'all were there, a few of you were there. We went into our matinee on a Saturday. I
might cry talking about this because I haven't openly talked about it yet, but keep going.
And they said, are you sure?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to say something about this later to all of our good friends. But
we got there, and Candace, obviously, you had a really, really hard job that day. Candace is our company manager, and she said, today will be the last performance in Austin. The city of Austin has shut down the University of Austin. The University of Austin is where the theater was. And so our show effectively closed then. And so we did our last performance that matinee. That matinee, all of us at the time were under the impression that depending on what would happen with coronavirus, we would come back in San Antonio a week and a half later. And it was going to be fine.
I fully thought we were reopened.
Yeah.
And I think the hard thing about this, and again, it's good I'm a little tipsy because I'm going to try not to go down the road. But the tour was scheduled to like not end fully, but take a hiatus for like about a year or so. And that means like we probably will be on to new projects. And so when they said that, we all looked at each other and said, this might be the last time we do this together. This could be.
I really didn't believe it, though.
I really didn't believe it either. But one of my best friends, Selena, though, she looked at me and she said, if this is our last time, I need you right now, right here with me. I'm going to cry. I said I wouldn't do this, but like just soak it up and be here with me. Michelle knows what I'm talking about. And so we had a great show, and I'm going to write something about it later. I can't because I'll get too emotional right now. But either way, that's where we were. Where were we going with that?
I have no clue. No clue. My point was just that we actually both lost our jobs. And we're
hibernating.
And we're hibernating in her parents' house. So the answer to, do you get along with your in-laws, for me is yes. I'm very, very thankful because my father-in-law is a man that I could look up to. And actually, my brother Cody and Sarah, my sister-in-law, who's just, she's my sister at this point. I've known her for longer than I've fucking known you.
Oh,
literally.
Of course, yeah. She's literally your sister.
She's either way. They're both here, and they are. They know because they've met them. They were at our wedding, and they've met my in-laws. And my father-in-law is one of the hardest working men I've ever met. He built himself a small empire from literally nothing but belief in himself. So he could swear me up and down. He could punch me in the face, and I'd still be like, "It's bug it, dude. Like, I'm here for you."
I love you.
Like, he's just the best. Yeah. So I'm very, very fortunate.
But it is very cool.
And they gave me her.
Your families, you know, you go through things together, you know, and like I love that. Obviously, like Cody and Sarah, I mean, like we're like the kids, you know. So we like hang, and like I'm the little sister, and I love it. But Vicky and I, like, I love her more than anything, and I know you're listening, and I love you. And what's cool about families is like you grow, you go through a lot together.
Yeah.
And life.
Well, there have been ups and downs.
There have been ups and downs for all of us.
Doesn't change the fact.
It's part of life and it's part of your growth. And as long as you're not hung up on that and you move to the next step, you figure out how to go to the next level together, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta turn this off.
Sorry
No, it's good. We're back.
Matt and Michelle, we love you too. Just saying.
But yeah, we're very grateful for each other's families, but it doesn't mean that like it just magically happens, you know? Every relationship takes work. So like it is work, and
I think that's the most important thing that has been said tonight.
I'll say this: like our families are on opposite ends of the spectrum. As far as like, I am from way like New England, and he is from Georgia,
from the
South, you know, and like just very different upbringings, and it's learning to how to see the love in each other, like how it's like coming to like this like. You know, because like you could be up or down or wherever across the board, but if you find that like the love, like that's where you can meet in the middle, and like that's all that matters.
And honestly, I think that's what to really get to the core of your question. The last 10 years of our lives, a little more than 10 years, have been finding each other and finding that love across the board, whether it's personally, interpersonally, intrapersonally, or within our families. Like it's amazing, and we've gone through a lot of changes, and we've worked really hard for that, and I'm very thankful for that. So I'm gonna take one little thing. Looking down here at YouTube, never thought about bathroom boundaries before. I love it though. Katrina, you got to think about bathroom boundaries. As the person who is intruded upon in the bathroom consistently, got to think about it. Thank you very much for thinking about it. Gretchen, do you guys get along with each other's parents? No marriage for Megan, no marriage for me. Hey, if that's not your jam, it's not your jam. Deanne Simmons said, Colt, I know your mama. Love her. I love that. Deanne Simmons, mom, Deanne Simmons sends you some pretty good love.
Sarah, I only
Sarah
want
Grace
to do
Harris.
Yes, I only want to do this question with you, babe. I'm not even gonna like announce it to everybody yet because you and I need to like dive in and talk about this, and you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna hold off, and this is gonna be a very special.
This is gonna be
that we'll do
an incredible. No, it's gonna be an incredible video.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
We have a lot to say about this, and Colt and I have been thinking about this, and I haven't forgotten you. Couldn't forget you. But we need to talk about what we're going to talk about, and then we'll do it live one day. Okay.
Yeah. We're going to do it together. You're going to be a part of it. Yeah. We can't do it by ourselves.
No.
All right. So
there was one more before under that. My boyfriend.
J. Kim, my boyfriend's mom never liked me and kept trying to introduce other girls to him while we were together. J. Kim, I'm so sorry to hear that. That fucking sucks. However, even if my mom had done that, it wouldn't change the fact that, okay. Hold on.
No, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
If your boyfriend's mom is doing that, great. You can't do anything about that. You can't do nothing about that. Who am I? But
you can't do nothing about that. Okay.
But that is a reflection on your boyfriend for not standing up to his family and saying, "This is the woman I love right now."
Hold on. Actually, I'm just going to throw one thing in there. I'm going to throw one thing in there because I had watched it before, but I recently introduced her to the movie The Big Sick with Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
And his family was constantly bringing, if you don't know this movie, go watch The Big Sick.
It's such a good movie.
It's incredible. It's a beautiful movie. It's also a true story, which is incredible. About somebody in contemporary times. It's very well known, and you watch it and you're like, oh, this is just a movie he's in, but it's actually true. It's his life. But the truth is, his family, who he was from a traditional, I believe, I'm so sorry if I get this wrong, Pakistani family. But his family consistently was trying to like get him to be with a girl of their own culture.
Right.
So he was quietly and secretly dating somebody else.
Who he was madly in love with.
Madly in love with this girl that was not of his culture. And his family kept introducing him. And he kept not telling them. He kept not telling them. And eventually he was like, look, this is happening. I'm in love with this girl. I don't know where it's going to go, but I have to be there for that. And this, again, goes back to your truth based on your person. It just has to sit there. Like that has to be your core. Yeah. You have to follow your compass.
And you also, though, don't be afraid to push your person. Push your person. That's part of the relationship. If you don't
push your person,
you gotta go.
What are you really doing?
Are you standing up for me? Don't just. It's not about.
Don't just accept everything. It's not
about like you can't change his parents' outlook on it. You personally can't. I mean, you're a beautiful person. I assume you're. You guys are good. Push him and go. You're in charge of this. You need to tell them that you love me and that I am the one for you. And then. And
if he does enough, as much as you deserve. And I think that's the thing that we keep coming back to. As much as you deserve. If he loves you as much as you deserve, then he'll do that. And if he doesn't, then that's not the right thing for you. And that, as hard as it is.
It's hard, but it will save you a lot of heartache.
It will save you a lot of heartache in the long run. So I'm going to go, I'm going to slow down here. All right. Should you have to choose between your friends and your boyfriend if your friends don't like them? It's okay. My friend broke up and dated him the next day.
Oh, you missed the
J. Kim.
You missed. Oh, maybe she was napping because she was we answered your question.
That was the first one. We answered your question first. I thought you were here, babe. I'm gonna repost it. We got to it, and no, you shouldn't have to choose, but we should listen. Sabrina, our last question is gonna be yours because that is an intense one, and I'm super into it.
Oh, what is it?
No. Okay, hold on. We got to answer this one first.
No, Emily. Yeah,
it's Emily. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna send her the video so she sees how we answered.
Okay. We'll tag you in the video or figure out how to send it to you so you can see the answer. The last thing of the night. Everybody, cheers before we get to the last one. Thank you all for joining. This is fucking awesome.
It's been amazing. So every Sunday,
Instagram, YouTube.
Thank you. Instagram. I know we're looking at the computer and the phone. We'll figure out.
Mostly looking at the phone, and I apologize, YouTube. But
cheers, salute.
Cheers.
We love you guys. This is something we've wanted to do forever. This is our passion. Thanks for being a part of love. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. We just want to talk about these things. We love this. We love, and we love being in love. I have loved love since long before I met you. And the only reason I got to meet you and got to have this beautiful life in this relationship was because laying back on my, do you guys ever remember, and most of you won't, or some of you won't, there were these little pillows that were like, you'd lay back on them and they had little arms. It was almost like you were in an armchair, but it laid on the 90s, ground. Yeah. Does anybody remember that? I would lay back on that because that was in my bedroom. And I would lay there on that and I would just think, like, what is she going to look like? Thank you, Delani.
Thanks, Delani.
What is she going to look like?
What's she going to look like? What is she going to be like? What's her vibe going to be? And I had no clue. And that's the thing, is you can't really plan for you. Oh, this is important. Let me just throw this in there before we get out. You cannot plan for the person that you're going to fall for.
No.
You can't plan. They're not going to have a certain hair or a certain look or a certain thing. You're just going to, it's got to be in here. It's something that comes from an unspoken, like non-physical place that you just look at and that you're like, fuck.
I mean, we've been raised in a society where they tell us there's types. Hate that word. Ugh. There's no such thing as a type.
Fuck that.
You meet someone, their energy, their whatever blows you out of the water.
There is types,
and you're dead.
But they don't. It's not a hair color.
It's not a physical, material, financial job. Nothing. Like it's
someone who vibes with exactly what you want, and those things are going to change over time, and that is okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
Okay. Let's get to the. I mean, should we be wrapping it up?
Yeah. What was the last question? You said 5 minutes, like 20 minutes ago.
I know.
All right, hold on. So, Vinny, Mary's here.
God.
What's up, girl?
Hey, babe. Miss you.
How you doing?
Wait. We were going.
Hold on. There was a question that we were going to answer.
Yeah, we were going to go right.
It's okay. No, that's not the one we answered that one.
Should we choose?
Two old people looking at it.
We're so old. I'm so sorry. Wait, we're scrolling.
I'm just happy she's figured out how to scroll through the fucking
Can they
comments.
see how we're
Rosie,
scrolling?
you're both
beautiful in the job. I know.
Thanks, Rosie.
I bring Missy to go to the haircut.
And official Nikki, we are doing well during quarantine. We're very, very lucky. We're very, very fortunate, and we're okay right now. Plus, we worked for a company before we lost our jobs that took care of us
they were
very, very well. They're amazing. So we're very thankful.
Incredible. I don't know where the question went.
I don't know where the question is. You guys are speaking my language with this vibe talk. Thank you, Valerie.
You're amazing.
Gigi. Okay,
Gigi?
so the person who did my makeup on Dirty Dancing, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Oh my God,
Gigi,
this is the best.
Amazing. Gigi? That was weird. You guys don't know what I.
You don't know what that is, but
Gigi knows.
Taught me about peppermint. If you don't know about peppermint oils, essential
whatever.
oils,
We're like doTERRA weirdos.
But put that. If your breath ever stinks, put doTERRA peppermint oil right here on your hand.
Wait, can I tell this?
It's like a shot.
So like I was working, right? So I would come to set on Dirty Dancing and visit.
What's up, girl?
And visit Colt, and I would come backstage.
Oh, Michelle, thank you. I'm gonna get to that.
I would come backstage.
Gigi, oh my God, it was this close. It was season 1 of this close.
My God, Gigi, I'm so sorry.
Wait, we have not had 1 or 2 rounds of this.
We're a little junky. But what I was saying,
we're in it.
Can I explain about the doTERRA oils? Either way, who is your fabulous makeup artist on Dirty Dancing?
Jen was on Dirty. No, but Gigi introduced me.
Oh, she did?
Jen introduced me to that there because I don't
know. doTERRA's great. Either way, what is it?
No, Michelle said the question we were asking is if you're married and fall in love with someone else.
Ooh. Man, Mish. Okay, this is one of my really good friends.
Hold on, before we get into that, Gigi, I've been trying to take care of my skin because you taught me all the things in season 1. I'm so sorry. Can't believe I said the doTERRA, but
I make him wash his face every day. He lotions.
Which is like a thing, apparently. People wash their face every day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's so much. But either way, we're doing it. Okay, Michelle reminded us.
Oh, wait, this is weird because it's not weird. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We're supposed to have a FaceTime date. But so Michelle's one of my really good friends. She said, if you're married and you fall in love with somebody else, you're
not for her. She's reminding us of a previous
She's marrying the love of her life.
Oh my God. The two of them are the cutest in the world.
If you're married and you fall in love with someone else, I mean, honestly, that's fine.
Oh, Sabrina Lowley.
Wait, can I answer this question?
No, I'm saying Sabrina Lowley was the one who asked it. Thank you, Michelle, for reminding us.
Oh, you're amazing. Okay, Sabrina, if you're married and you fall in love with somebody else,
thanks, Gigi.
I gotta tell you, it's okay. Honestly, it happens.
You know,
it happens.
Okay, can I tell you? Can I say something? I'm so sorry, YouTube. I'm not going to.
There's so much more to that. I'm not just saying like if you're married, go fall in love with somebody else. But what are you trying to say? Okay,
so I saw a comment. I'm so sorry, but I saw a comment that it really, really like falls in line with this today, and it was by a celebrity, which will not be named, Voldemort, which will not be named because of some other things. But he said, if you fall in love with 2 people, go with the second one.
Oh, what?
Because there was already a problem when you fell in love with somebody else while you were with the first one. And I tagged you in that, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, that's just some harsh truth, but it's true.
That doesn't tell our story, man. Okay, we'll get to that another time.
I mean, it's very true. It tells our story, and we're going to get to that.
We'll get to that.
You know what? Maybe should that be, okay, 2 weeks from now is our story. We're going to talk about
we'll take questions,
thing.
But wait, going back to if you're married and you fall in love with somebody else, but I have to say the marriage part is the thing that the marriage part doesn't really matter.
That's the wrench in the system.
The marriage part, it makes it difficult, right? Legally, because we're like binded and all these things and we've made this commitment. But honestly, even if you're in a long-term committed relationship and you've like vowed your lives together and you just don't want to do it legally, fine, great. It's the same thing, right? So if you fall in love with somebody else after you've committed your life to somebody, that is a scary, horrible place to be in. It feels terrible.
I can only imagine.
But I can only imagine too. And like, I've never been in that situation where I've committed my life to somebody, but I've definitely been in long-term relationships where then I've fallen in. No, I've been in that situation, but I haven't fallen in love with somebody else. I love you, bro.
I know.
But I've been in
I was like, wait, what? You haven't?
But no, I'm saying we've both been in long-term relationships where we've fallen in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
Kind of how we met. But that said, that honestly is just, it's the truth of your life, right? Your life unfolds how it unfolds, and you can't escape the truth. And honestly, if you're falling in love with somebody else, you kind of have to acknowledge, first of all, is it your honest feelings, or are there problems in your relationship that are promoting you to like look elsewhere, right? Yeah. So I don't want to go so deep into like my Esther Perel, like, you know, we'll do that another night, right? And we'll have like our own time doing that. But honestly, you have to be, it comes back to self-awareness, right? Are you self-aware enough to know, is this honestly how I feel? Am I truly falling for someone else? Or am I looking for, you know, something to distract me outside of my relationship? And are there problems that I haven't dealt with? If you are truly falling in love with somebody else, you must acknowledge. Oh, I'm so sorry for YouTube is shaking below.
I know, I feel bad. We're gonna have a better setup next week.
You're resting on like a dishwashing soap.
Literally.
But if you're falling in love with somebody else, you can't deny that, right? One of my favorite authors is Glennon Doyle Melton, and she is unbelievable. Please go buy all of her books. She just came out with, buy all of them.
Yeah, she just came out with a new book.
Yes, and
it's amazing.
It's amazing, and please, she's like my freaking like personal coach. You know, she doesn't even know it yet. But you know, she was in a marriage that she like overcame so much, and then she fell in love with a woman. And then she was like, "Hey,
a total transformation for her particularly."
Right, this Christian straight woman then decides, hey, I'm in love with a woman. How do I deal with this? I have 3 children and a husband. How do I deal with this? And this is Maya.
Sorry.
This is our other baby, Maya. Okay, so I introduced Missy. Missy is our 13-year-old Maltese. And this is Maya lady. She's our baby. Maya's 10 and she's doing so good. We'll do more on the girls later. Maya's just gonna kind of sit right here. Yeah. But either way, my point is, if you fall in love with someone else and you're married, you gotta listen to what that means. You at least gotta start there.
Being married is a legally binding contract. Now this goes back to what we said earlier about being married. Make sure that the choice that you make to be married is the choice that you really want to make, so that you don't have to make that decision.
Right. Because sometimes, but again, this honestly, the struggle with marriage, and that's why we started this channel, because we're like, if you don't want to be married, don't be married. There's no pressure. Don't do it. Like, I don't want you to be in between a rock and a hard place, right? But if you are married and you're struggling,
if you are in a rock and a hard place,
we're here to help. Honestly.
Acknowledge the truth of it.
Right.
Do you like rocks? Do you like hard places?
You're there.
Because
let us help you, though, right? You got to acknowledge it regardless. There's no easy way out of this, but you do have our support. I don't know where she's going.
We're like walking across legs.
We're balanced on these like 2 bar stools my parents have. Either way, you got to acknowledge where you are truthfully, right? And that's going to be the hardest part. Like step 1, acknowledge truthfully where you are. What is causing this temptation or this honest love, and go from there, and don't have any shame surrounded by it. This is not a place for shame. Shame is like our worst enemy.
You know what?
And we'll get there, but Brene Brown.
Shameless plug.
Yes.
Watch the last video that we made. It's just me. It's very long. I apologize, but it is true. Watch that and look realistically at what your relationship currently is, or what it has been in the past, what it currently is, who you currently are, and what you want for your future. If you make those decisions about the past and about who you are now, and you figure out what you want going forward, then you can really figure out who you are and how you are and what you want. Bye, Gigi.
Bye, Gigi.
Love you.
Thanks for being here. Gotta go. Bye. Bye, beauty.
You know what? Honestly,
I know this is
we
long,
should
you guys.
all go.
We should go to bed.
Everybody go to bed. There's some people in Spain and London, and we're clearly drunk.
No. But our friends at Maya's over it. Maya needs dinner, and we gotta eat.
We gotta go.
We love you guys, and thank you for being here. This means the world to us. This is our first alone IG live.
Yeah.
It means everything to us. So
thank you so much for coming in and joining.
A couple of things though before we go.
Oh, sorry.
gather your questions for next week and
Saturday
next week,
night
not
at
Sunday.
8 p.m.
It will usually be Sunday, but Saturday for next week.
Yep.
We'll have a wild night and then we'll go celebrate.
I can wait.
And
I'm gonna make a different drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get
you
your
want
drinks.
Martinis. You've already
I
requested
always love a
martinis.
martini. Let us know what you're drinking. Let us know your questions, and we'll get going. And maybe we'll touch on like how we met. I think that was one of the first questions that like we should start to get to know each other in detail.
How we met.
Right?
Tell our marriage story.
Thanks for being here, though.
Y'all, thank you so much for everybody who watched on Instagram and on YouTube. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for making this a real, genuine conversation. I promise next week we're not going to make this shake so much. We're not going to make this all like shaky.
Oh
my God.
Honestly,
Instagram, you can't tell, but YouTube is shaking like a motherfucker down here.
We set them up on this strange contraption.
I'm going to show you because it's hilarious to me.
Oh boy. We'll show them.
It's literally on a fucking cascade.
Computer.
That's what it's sitting. It's sitting on a whole setup.
Oh my God. I'm going to reiterate one more time, though. This started because we're passionate about love, and it means everything to us. And my ultimate goal in life was to find the love of my life. And I know you feel similarly. And I put my career and everything aside. My whole life as a little girl, all I was looking for was everything that led to Colt. It was. And I looked for him my entire life. And that doesn't mean it was easy when I found him. It was actually even harder. And
the reason we're making a whole video about us being together. What,
I am the most grateful person on earth, and I am the most grateful, lucky woman that I know on earth. And I love you. And I'm so glad you guys are here to witness our life together. And I just want to share everything we've learned. We're just so lucky. And
everything we continue to learn.
Yeah. This is an open conversation.
Yeah.
So
no, this is not like we know it and now we're done.
Yeah. So thanks for following us. Okay. Oh, our battery's dying. Don't leave. Don't leave. Ooh. Don't leave. Okay. Number 1, follow us at Colt.and.
At Colt.and.Ang.
If you don't already, I've just learned how to use Instagram properly-ish.
We're kind of on a we're behind the curve, but we're figuring it out.
And if you haven't figured it out, if I haven't figured it out, I'm sorry. I will get to your messages.
We're the youngest, oldest people you know with regards to technology.
And follow us on YouTube at Part of Love. We are putting out episodes every single Thursday. And
a live episode apparently every Sunday/Saturday
on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah. Yes. So check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. We got so many really, really cool projects headed your way. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for tuning in. For all of you who are our friends, we love you, and you are a huge part of this. You are more of this than you have any idea. And for those of you who don't know us personally, you will over time. We're going to get to know each other. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much to us to be able to share our journey and everything that we've learned together. Megan Webb has the last question. Will there be another season of This Close? Megan, I don't know the answer to that yet.
Megan, I hope there is.
I really hope there is. If you don't know about This Close, it's the first show ever written by and starring 2 deaf actors. It's a show that I'm on the Sundance Channel. Check it out. Megan, thanks for checking it out. I hope there will be another season. I do not know. I don't know the answer to that. But y'all, thank you. Thank you so much.
I love you so much. We'll see you Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, no matter what YouTube says, it's Eastern Standard Time. My computer's all fucked up.
So get your drinks. DM me your questions all week.
Let us know your questions.
I will be on there. I will check. I will get to you. And then I'm going to write them down, and we're going to get to it. I love you all. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. We're going to figure this out. We do this and down here. And we end it. And we end